Hello, my name's Emily. I'm an occupational therapy student in my third year at the University of Newcastle. And today I'm just going to show you a video on some things that I've been working on throughout my placement this year. But first, I'd like to tell you some things about myself and how I ended up doing occupational therapy. So, I was born and raised in a small rural town called Glen Ennis, and I have a little map here for reference. So where that red circle is Glen Ennis, just below the Queensland border. So I was born and raised there and lived there my whole life until I moved to Newcastle to pursue occupational therapy. How I decided to choose occupational therapy, I have a brother that was born with cystic fibrosis, which is a respiratory disease of the lungs. So from the time he was born, we were going to John Hunter Hospital frequently, and he saw all sorts of specialists and allied health members, which is where my interest in allied health began. And then in year 10, I was fortunate enough to be able to go to John Hunter for work experience for a week with physiotherapists, because at the time that's what I thought I wanted to be. And while I was there, I encountered some occupational therapists who told me a little bit about their role, and it piqued my interest. So I went home and did a little bit of research and decided it sounded interesting. So when I graduated in 2017, I put it down as my option and was lucky enough to get accepted into the University of Newcastle and began the course. And I've been loving it ever since. Currently undergoing my third year placement. So for my placement this year, I am doing a project-based placement and am looking at how gross motor skills can be improved through the use of a playground. So today I am going to show you some of those things that I've learned along the way. There are 5 main gross motor skills. So we have hand-eye coordination, which is the way our eyes guide our hands to make a movement, such as catching a ball. And then we have core strength, which is our tummy muscles, which helps us to balance in everyday life. Motor planning, which is the way we plan to move ourselves to achieve a task. We then have bilateral coordination, which is using both sides of the body to achieve a task, such as holding paper and cutting with scissors, things like that. And finally, we have upper limb strength, which is the strength of your upper arms. So today, I'm going to show you how all 5 of these gross motor skills can be integrated into a playground to be worked on daily. Okay, so one example we have in this playground here is stepping across these stones. So this can help with motor planning, core strength, and bilateral coordination. So you can step, jump with 2 feet, or you can try backwards too for a bit of a challenge. An activity that uses the same gross motor skills, but can be a little bit trickier, is walking along a balance beam. However, it is always important to make sure you have a spotter beside you if you happen to lose your balance. You can also step along these posts for similar benefits, but again, it's a little bit more tricky. And again, you should have a spotter to help you in case you fall. So walking up a ladder like this can improve hand-eye, bilateral, and core strength. However, if you want an extra challenge for your upper arms, you can get down and crawl. Big objects like this one work on all of the gross motor skills and are very good for improving. You can also pinpoint a skill you might want to work on. Chloe here is going to demonstrate for you how you could increase your upper limb strength on an activity like this one. So you see she braced her arms and pushed herself up into a seated position just using her arms. So her upper limb strength is henceforth improving. So sliding down a slide can be lots of fun. However, if you want a little bit of a challenge, you can improve your upper limb and core strength by climbing up the slide first and then sliding down. However, you have to make sure that there is no one coming up the top. All right. And then you can slide down. If you're an older kid, you may, however, enjoy a playground more like this one. So I'm going to take a walk around and show you how we can improve our 5 gross motor skills through this playground. So first we have this seat called a sit-up bench, and this one helps with our core strength. So you lay down, you hold on to the handles down here, and you pop yourself back up again. Our next one is an elliptical trainer. This one is great for improving your bilateral coordination, as we're using both sides of our body to make this work. As well as this one also helps improve upper limb strength. Another great one for upper limb strength is these ones. So you stretch out as far as you can. If you're feeling a bit weak or uncomfortable, you can ask somebody to stand behind you in case you slip and let go. So Chloe's going to support me, and I'm going to go up, down, up, down, up. If you have a friend or a family member, you can grab one of these each and share them and throw them in between each other to improve hand-eye coordination, motor planning, and bilateral coordination. Go. Now you have seen a variety of ways in which gross motor skills can be improved through the use of a playground. I now challenge you to find a local park or at-home equipment to improve your strength while still having fun. For example, you can race someone to see how quickly you can climb up the rope pyramid, or go across our natural wooden playground and see who can get to the end the fastest. Thank you for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed it and learnt some things about gross motor and how they can be used in a playground to improve these skills. Thank you.